Hello, beaders. Welcome to Beachside Bead Boutique. My name is Jerry. Today, I'm turning something most people would throw away into wearable art. We're making red, white, and boho bangles using recycled soda bottles, old blue jeans, 20-gauge wire, and patriotic beads from Bead Box Bargains. Then I'll show you how I create matching patriotic earrings using a simple wire spiral and fun star charms. If you love boho jewelry, upcycling, and creative projects with a little bit of beautiful chaos, you're in the right place. So grab your beads and your tools and let's get beading. The items that you're going to need to create this red, white, and boho bangle are: I have silver jump rings, 20-gauge wire in silver. You will need some masking tape, and this is 1 inch wide. Bent nose pliers, flush cutters, needle nose pliers, nylon jaw pliers, round nose pliers, a nail file, a clamp of some sort, a pair of scissors, and a ruler. Also need some Mod Podge, a paintbrush, a strip of frayed denim, and this is cut at 1 inch thick. And then a soda bottle, and this was 16 ounce, and an X-Acto knife. And also the patriotic beads and charms from Bead Box Bargains. First, I'm going to start by taking a piece of tape and wrapping it around the center of the soda bottle at the thickest part. And take your time while you're doing this so you get the tape even. Now I'm going to take my X-Acto knife, and using the tape as a guideline, I'm going to cut right above the tape the whole way around. I'm going to do the same thing underneath the tape as well. I decided to use a pair of scissors to cut the rest because the bottle is pretty unstable now. And now we have the base of the bangle. And see, it easily fits over my wrist. And if you wanted it to be smaller, all you would need to do is cut it and then fold it over your wrist to the size that you need. And then tape it down. And since this is a bangle, you do want it to be loose anyway, and it does have to fit over your hand. So keep that in mind. And now I'm just going to take my scissors and then cut any stray edges above the tape because you want it to be pretty even and smooth. We are going to take a nail file and smooth it down as well so that there are no sharp edges or anything, and then it's nice and even. So just cut any plastic that is above the tape. And I am going to file on both sides. And now I'm going to take my paintbrush with Mod Podge and brush it on the base of the bangle because we are going to stick the fabric to the bangle. So I want to make sure that it has a nice coat of the Mod Podge. Now I'm going to take my piece of denim and start wrapping it around the bangle. I'm going to stick it on the inside of the bangle and fold it over the edge and then start wrapping it around the base of the bangle. And I'm going to use my Mod Podge to make sure that it sticks. And make sure with each wrap that you pull the fabric tight. And of course, add more Mod Podge as you go, making sure that everything sticks. And I left the tape on the base of the bangle because it has a rough surface where the bottle is more of a shiny surface. So I figured that the Mod Podge might not stick as well to the fabric. When you get to the last wrap, make sure you coat your bangle in enough Mod Podge and make sure that your fabric sticks so that nothing comes unraveled. And I'm going to fold the fabric over one more time to the inside of the bangle and then go ahead and cut the rest of the fabric off. And then add some more Mod Podge to make sure that piece is stuck down. And now we have the base of the bangle, and I really like it. I love the frayed denim look. It's very American and perfect for our red, white, and boho bangle. And now I'm just going to add some more Mod Podge throughout, just making sure that everything is stuck down really well. And it fits perfectly, and I really like it. That is really cute so far. But of course, we are not done yet. Oh yes, it's going to get a little chaotic. And now I'm just going to take one of my little clamps and clamp it down right at the very end where we cut it, just to make sure that it stays. And I'm just going to leave it there for a little bit while we get other things prepared. Now I'm going to cut a piece of my 20 gauge wire at about 3 feet long. Now I'm taking my nylon jaw pliers to smooth the wire out. And we are going to create a spiral on one end of the wire. So I'm going to take my round nose pliers and create just a little loop at the very end. And then I'm taking my needle nose pliers to hold the wire as I make the spiral. And you just want to take your time while you're doing this, just pushing the wire down onto itself as you create the spiral. Now I'm taking my spiral and holding it down onto my bangle as I take the wire through the center of the bangle to wrap it. So I'm going to pull the wire tight and then wrap it around the bangle. And make sure you pull the wire tight with each wrap. You don't want any loose wire. And smooth your wire out as you go. This will help the beads go on a lot easier. And now I'm going to start adding my beads to the wire so I can wrap it around my bangle. And these are the red, white, and blue Patriotic beads from Bead Box Bargains. And of course, I'm not stringing my beads in any particular pattern. It's just random. Whatever you feel like doing is the right way. And I'm going to hold the beads in place as I take the wire through the center and wrap it around the bangle. And I'm going to keep doing that the whole way around. And make sure you pull your wire tight with each wrap. And of course, there is no wrong way to do this. I mean, you could put as many beads on as you want. You could just wire wrap without beads. Make it messy, make it neat. Of course, you know, I like mine kind of messy. But yeah, so just have fun with it. It's just about showing your creativity and, you know, how you like to present yourself. So just have fun with it and don't overthink it. And you don't have to just make this kind of a bangle patriotic. You could use any kind of beads. If you don't have red, white, and blue beads, that's perfectly fine. Use whatever you have. Just if you have bead soup, this is the perfect thing to use because it'll use up beads that you have in your stash. You can use any kind of fabric material. I mean, it doesn't matter. The sky is the limit. Be creative with it. I've used bandana in my boho bangles before, of course. You know, I love working with bandana. So yes, just have fun. And like I said, just make it your own. And to finish off the wire wrapping, I did make one more spiral in the wire at the very end. So just like how we did when we started. And then press that spiral into the fabric and make sure everything is in place. I am going to take my pliers and just go around the bangle and smush the wire down. Make sure that it is tight and that the beads don't move. I mean, I want it to be chaotic, but I still want everything to stay in place. And now I'm just going to take that last spiral that we created and I'm going to take my pliers and just pull the wire, pull that little spiral underneath the wire next to it. And that's just to make sure that the spiral does stay in place because I don't want my wire to come undone. So I just want to make sure that it is secure. And I totally love this. I think it is so cute. I love the frayed denim. I love the beautiful red, white, and blue beads and the star charms. I mean, it fits perfectly. It is so versatile. Like I said, you can use any kind of beads. So I totally love it and it fits perfectly. Now we're going to add one little star charm, and I'm going to attach it with a jump ring. This is how you open and close a jump ring. You just want to go up and down. I'm adding the jump ring to the center of my spiral, and then I'm going to add my star charm. And then, of course, make sure you close your jump ring. And now we have our cute little star charm on our bangle. It is so cute, and I totally love just that little bit of extraness. Yes, totally love it. And I went ahead and made one more bangle using this darker denim with these gold stars, which I thought was perfect for the 4th of July holiday. And of course, added the beads and little stars. It is absolutely so cute, and it looks perfectly with our red, white, and boho bangle as well. I mean, it is so cute with the dark and the light denim. They look perfect together, or you could wear them separate. But either way, it is a totally cute set. And we're going to take it one step further and make a pair of Patriotic boho earrings to go with the bracelets. So I'm going to cut a piece of my silver 20 gauge wire at 6 inches long. And then I'm going to take my nylon jaw pliers and smooth the wire out. And then I'm creating a spiral in the wire on one end, just like we did on the bracelet. I'm creating my spiral, and I'm going to leave about 1 inch at the top of the spiral to make a wire wrapped loop. Now I'm going to take my round nose pliers right above the spiral and bend the wire toward me, and then bend the wire back around the top ring of the round nose pliers. And then I'm going to take my round nose pliers out of that loop and place it on the bottom ring. And then I'm going to take that wire and cross it over the wire that the spiral is on, and then wrap my wire a couple of times. And then straighten your loop out. And then I'm going to take my flush cutters and cut that little piece of wire off. And then take my bent nose pliers and push the wire down so there's nothing sharp sticking out. Now I'm going to take a silver jump ring and a gold ear wire. I was going to use silver, but I decided I wanted to use gold because mixed metal, I think, is perfect with this project. Since we do have, 4th of July, and we do have gold and silver in the bracelets. Now, I did attach my jump ring to the center of the spiral and attach the star charm to the jump ring. So this is the earring so far, and I really like that. And now I'm just going to take the ear wire and bend the little loop back to open it up. And I'm going to stick the ear wire onto the loop on the coil that we just made. And make sure you close that loop up. And that's it. And now we have a really, really cute pair of earrings to go with our red, white, and boho bangles. So cute and so easy. Okay, beaders, I hope this project inspires you to look at everyday materials in a whole new way. You never know what can become your next favorite jewelry piece with a little creativity. If you enjoyed today's tutorial, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments, would you make these with denim, fabric scraps, or maybe another recycled material? Thank you so much for spending some creative time with me today. I truly appreciate every single one of you. Until next time, let's keep it messy, let's keep it boho, and as always, let's keep beading. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.